This month on the TCTV Training Show, we'll be looking at an experimental work of video art, a crib-style home walkthrough, and a PSA all about how cool it is to volunteer at the Olympia Film Society. Time to roll the intro.
It's the TCTV Training Show. The TCTV Training Show. They're learning how to shoot and learning how to light, learning how to mic and edit right. These are TCTV's finest in training, doing their best with focusing and framing. It's the TCTV Training Show. The TCTV Training Show. You're watching TCTV. It's the Training Show. The TCTV Training Show. They will get better.
Hello, and welcome to the TCTV Training Show. I'm Freddie, and I'm a media trainer and facilitator here at TCTV. I teach the Digital Field and Editing class, a 4-day workshop where members can come and learn how to use our more advanced video equipment and learn how to edit using Final Cut Express. In order to become certified in the class, members have to create a short project that highlights all the skills that they've learned. In this TCTV Training Show, we'll be taking a look at those projects and then talk about each one as we go along. Just so you know, we hold these classes about once a month so that you can make your own TCTV programs better with our advanced cameras and have more options during editing. To be enrolled in one of these
$20
classes, just call 360-956-3100 or go to our website, tctv.net, and click on training. But let's roll these clips. First up, we have an informational piece about the Olympia Film Society and what it's like to be a volunteer. This was made by Bridget Irish and Sarah Adams, so let's enjoy it.
Let's roll it. Hello and welcome to the Capitol Theater, home of the Olympia Film Society. OFS is a volunteer-run organization, meaning that the staff are not paid for the jobs they do. They volunteer their time. If you don't know the meaning of the word volunteer, it is that instead of getting paid for a job, you do the job for free. And the fringe benefits in this case being free tickets to see the movies, they get staff parties, they get free fun all the time, as much fun as they can have. The Film Society has many positions available: ticket taker, concessionaire, ticket seller, projectionist, board member, special events coordinator, gallery coordinator, gallery curator, you name it, they got it. We're going to see it all today.
Oh, sweet!
Today, we have a very special guest with us tonight, Bridget Irish, who is going to show us the incredible work of a film projectionist at a real movie theater. Oh, hey, Bridget!
Hey, Sarah! Hi, my name's Bridget. I'm a volunteer projectionist with the Olympia Film Society, and I'm going to show you what we do behind the scenes. Come on. Here is the projection booth. This is Van. He's my projecting partner. As you can see, we have a 35mm projector. Here's the film. It's pretty big. It's definitely bigger than my head.
Then it's time to thread the film.
We always do this dance just prior to getting the phone call from the lobby supervisor, letting us know that the lobby soup is going to go down and make the announcements, and then it's time for us to roll the film.
sound?
It's over the fire for your... My favorite color is purple.
Great job, Sarah and Bridget. This was a fantastic piece, exactly the kind of thing we look for in a TCTV training. I do have a couple critiques, one of which I noticed that you were using lapel mics the whole time, which lapel mics are great for situations that I'm, like the one I'm in right now, where the subject is mostly just sitting in one spot and talking to the camera. But when you're actually moving around and having a lot of action shots like you were, you can see the little cord hanging down as you're walking around, and it does kind of break the idea of reality sometimes. In cases when there's going to be moving, I would really recommend using a shotgun mic. And sometimes if it's like incidental audio, you can even use the mic right on the camera, which doesn't get it as good, and there's a little bit of fuzz, but if you can keep it close enough on the moving shots, it works a little bit better. I loved the way that you used still images and video as cutaway, especially in the part where you're talking about the different kinds of jobs that you could be covering. You got a lot of really good B-roll and a lot of really good pictures, and you used them very effectively. I noticed there was a couple framing issues, nothing too serious, but a lot of times I felt the camera might be zoomed in a little bit too much, and it was cutting off some of the heads right at the top. That's one thing you kind of want to try to avoid unless you're doing a very extreme close-up. For easy framing advice, just remember the rule of thirds. You want to keep the eyes centered on the top third of the screen and the body kind of on the right or left third of the screen. That's a good general rule of how to make things look good when you're framing them. That was also the perfect use of sped up video when the person is loading the projector. That's exactly the kind of thing you want to use sped up video for, something that's really intricate, but also it takes a long time. So it looked really good, and it made a very nice effect. For those of you at home who want to put sped up footage in your own projects, here's how you can do that. Select your clip and then go up to the Modify tab and select Speed. You can change anything here from, you can reverse it, make it slower or faster, even change it to the exact time you want the clip to fit in. This was the perfect use of a TCTV project. It was a great highlight for an opportunity for people in the community to come volunteer at the Olympia Film Society, and it was a great look at a nonprofit that's working in the community and doing a lot of great things. And it was really exciting. It's made me want to volunteer for the OFS. So I think that is a very effective use of a PSA, and I think it was the perfect kind of project. So great job with that. Great coverage and fantastic B-roll all around. Good job, guys. Next, we have an art film by James Bass. It's called Atomic Jello. So let's see what this is all about.
Government is not the solution to our problem. Government is the problem.
And I want to say this to the television audience. I made my mistakes.
Here's the Discovery roll program. Houston now controlling the flight of Discovery, the space shuttle.
Fantastic job, James. I really like this piece. It's not usually the kind of thing we see for a project on the TCTV Training Show, but this is fantastic, and it was artfully done. And I'm really impressed that you were able to master a lot of those advanced techniques to actually be able to make something that looks as artistic as this does. You were using things like green screen, lots of effects. You used noise generators, and everything looked fantastic, and you did a great job. By talking to James personally, I know that he shot almost all of the footage that was used here, with the exception of the archival footage that was projected onto the TV and then onto the bigger part of the screen later. And it was a great use of archived footage. There was a little bit of problems with the quality. There was a little bit of pixelation on some of the videos that you got from other sources. I always encourage people to try to get the best quality of the video that they can. But despite a little bit of artifacting, it was fantastic and it looked really good. So well done with that. You did use green screen and you did a fantastic job. I love it when people don't just use green screen because they want to put themselves somewhere else, but they use it for an effect like this, where you obviously had something green playing on the television and you put whatever you wanted people to see behind the green. But no, this was a fantastic use of green screen, and even playing with the video remaining after the key and turning it all staticky. That's something a lot of people wouldn't think of, and I think that you did a really good job. The other thing that I noticed with this project was the sound design. You had a lot of really good sound effects, and it really made everything feel real. The explosion type sound effect, the audio for the cars driving by, and even the static of the television as it was going off into nothingness. It sounded all fantastic, and it made a very awesome soundscape, and it made a very complete video. So, exceptional job. I have not a lot more to say about it. It's a great piece of art film, and I'm really excited that it's on the station. Thank you so much for making it. Each month on the TCTV Training Show, we make a short tutorial that will improve your effectiveness in various areas of video production. This month, Peter Goodmanson presents. So let's see what we're going to learn.
Hi, I'm Peter G. with this month's training tip of the day. So let's start from the beginning. Power on the deck using the button on the left, and wait patiently until the LCD display stops flashing hello. Now, if I were you, I'd say hello back just to make it happy. Alright, so insert your tape label side up into the tray. Now above the LCD display are 3 lamps that will light up green depending on which mode is selected. You can change modes using the Mode Select button to the right. Because we're capturing from a tape, set the mode to DV. The next step is to make sure the deck will communicate properly. There are 2 buttons to the left of the LCD display, Input Select and Output Select. Set the input to DV so that you will be able to see the video from your timeline on the reference monitor. That data is carried through a FireWire connection, which plugs into a little port on the front of the deck. Then set the output to all, so that the video from your tape will both display on the reference monitor and get sent through the FireWire cord to the Mac. Navigate to the Final Cut Express menu and select Easy Setup from the options. I'm Peter G. Back to you, Freddie.
Thanks a lot, Peter. Okay, so we'll just move right along to our next project. This one is a crib-style look of one of our students' apartments, and it's by Emily Cummings and Heather McNulty. It's called Emily Cribs, so let's take a look at it.
Come on in. First, you come in and smell the lovely aroma of cat box. It's subtle, just a subtle undertone. And that's the cat. He has issues. You probably shouldn't look at him. Go on. Psst, psst, psst. He likes to bite strangers. A couple people going to the hospital, really bad liability issues. Anyway, this is my beautiful corner right here. It's kind of one of my favorite spots. I like to sit and meditate by this corner. My shoes. All these shoes. Some of them are roommate shoes. Actually, I don't even know whose those shoes are, so that's cool. Oh, here we go. This is Jimmy. If you haven't met Jimmy, it's Jimmy. Say hello to Jimmy. This is my wonderful living room and dining room and kitchen. It's all one big room. It's beautiful. Actually, more of my roommate's stuff than mine, but it's beautiful anyway. Yeah, right away. There you go. Yeah. Get that nice little bar there. Some sugar-free Red Bull and empty cigarette boxes. Wonderful. Broken picture. A lot funnier when I'm not trying to be funny. And out here we have the balcony, you know. Got the Christmas tree out here. Yeah, come look. The screen door, tires, some cigarette butts, you know, just your basic balcony setup. Funny story about the balcony, I won't tell it right now. My roommate and Karma and all that. I walked out at 4 o'clock in the morning, yeah. Funny story, I have to tell you sometime. These are the roses my roommate bought for herself for Valentine's Day. Because we're both just too cool to have boyfriends. AKA, we're just really lame. We don't get out much. Okay, well, let's go down the hall. I feel like I'm doing like a lot of Martha Stewart things with my hands. This would be my bedroom. It's my favorite room in the whole house. Pretty much think it's the coolest place to be ever. I love my bed. I hate sharing my bed. If I have to share my bed, I get really weird about it. So I think if I get a boyfriend again, I'm probably gonna make him sleep in the spare room. I don't know how he'll feel about that, but this is one of my favorite things that I found, like a little treasure at the Goodwill one day. It's not much for stabbing people, but it does open up and it's a jar. It smells really bad. It's like cologne from like 1973 or something. Not a delicious smell, but we keep it closed, so, you know. This is my bedside stand. Pretty in love with it. Got my Betty Boop here, because I love Betty Boop. Ooh, ooh. These are my tiles that I keep breaking. Yeah, they're all broken, but it's my jewelry box. This is my favorite, most prized possession right here. Oh yeah, there we go. So hot. Gotta take that off, don't wanna lose it. Yeah, this is, I think it's dirty laundry, but it might as well be clean laundry, because apparently for me, putting away laundry for like 5 minutes is manual labor, and digging through my laundry for 20 minutes every morning trying to find what I'm going to wear isn't, so that's how that works. These are my books that I'm going to read someday. These are books that I'm actually trying to read right now. Yeah, so we'll see how that goes. When my adult ADD goes away, maybe that'll happen. It's my guitar case. My guitar's not in it, actually. I don't know. I think my guitar must be in the living room. I made it with nail polish because I didn't have any paint and I was bored. Oh, this is my scarf collection. It's pretty rad.
Got many different colors.
Scarves, yeah, I was just wiping my nose. That's so hot. Many different colors of scarves here. Well, you know, they're pretty muted, actually. We don't have any, like, really, well, just that one, but kind of. This is my mirror that I love. My mom got it at a yard sale, and when I went home for Christmas last year, I made her give it to me, so that's always nice. This is my fan from Spain, and yeah, it was just a cheap tourist item. I was 17, it's fine. It's my little board, my little unicorn. Yeah, we don't have to spend too long on the geeky unicorn. I am a geek, so as you can tell from my book collection, I have a lot of fantasy. I do love it. And yeah, it's my painting my cousin made for me. It's called Even the Devils Shall Be Saved. Religious symbolism. Seem to be cursed to know a lot about, so. Oh, that's my painting, my first painting that I ever made. Consequently, my only painting that I've ever made, because I suck at painting. Yeah, we don't need to look at that too closely. Also, that's my bunny over there. He's a long story. I need to get into that story. And we have my lovely little garbage. I might take it out someday. I don't think I've actually taken it out since we've lived here. But that's fine. And I've got my mask, yeah. I don't look very good in this mask. I look pretty actually creepy in it. Basically, put my hair over it. Maybe I look like the guy from Saw. That's my change bag. For some reason, Megan put all my pennies into a tissue box and took them out of my change bag, but you know, that's cool. Thank you. So yeah, thanks for coming by, and next time you come, we'll see the car. It's pretty cool. It's got a great natural aroma of black mold and a cushy carpeting of newspapers. It's pretty nice, and lots of cigarette butts everywhere for decoration. It's just gorgeous. But that's for next time. So why don't you get out of here? Because I got things to do today. Yeah, that's right. Come on, move it. I meant it. Really got things to do today. Yeah, bye. See you.
Great job, Emily and Heather. The first thing I noticed about this piece was that it was very steady. You ran handheld the entire time. You must have been cradling the camera or doing something, but it was very smooth. There was not the shakiness of when you just hold the camera with one hand. And there was a lot of times when you would move from one subject to another really smoothly, and I really liked the way that you did that. So I commend you for that. Well done shooting the piece. Another thing I noticed was that in the intro sequence with the title card that says Emily Cribbs ends up kind of cut off by the whole frame. One thing that can help with that is there's a title safe feature built into Final Cut that actually lets you see where it could get cut off on some televisions. It's two little blue boxes that are there on the screen. And so as long as you make sure that especially your titles are within or like right around that inner box, all of your stuff will show up on just about any television that you showed on. Another thing that I noticed was this was a little bit too long. It was about a 7-minute project, and on the TCTV Training Show, we usually try to limit it to 3 minutes for one person and then 5 minutes for 2 people. But I think that you guys did a good job, and it showed definitely that you knew how to especially use the cameras and how to edit stuff together, and your titles looked really good, so well done with that too. One thing that I would suggest on the production side, when you're actually shooting the piece, would be to white balance the cameras. When it was going in the area where the outside light is shining inside, the camera would shift and the colors would change and the exposure would get brighter and darker. And that's because the light from outside is different from the light that's inside. And if you set that on your camera directly, then while it might get overlit in some places, it's not going to do that same color shifting that it's doing. Thanks to these projects, I am fully confident that these featured producers are comfortable shooting their own pieces and editing them with Final Cut Express. They are 100% certified and now have full access to all the digital field equipment and nonlinear editing suites here at TCTV. So that's it for the TCTV Training Show. Thank you so much for watching. You can catch us each week on Channel 22, Thursdays at 8 and Sundays at 3:30. Or just go to our website, tctv.net, and stream it online at any time. Just go ahead and click on the little training icon and you can find it right there. So once again, thank you so much, and we will see you next time.
It's the TCTV Training Show. The TCTV Training Show. They're learning how to shoot and learning how to light, learning how to mic and edit right. These are TCTV's finest in training, doing their best with focusing and framing. It's the TCTV Training Show. The TCTV Training Show. You're watching TCTV. It's the Training Show. The TCTV Training Show. They will get better.